it's Judy, and I'm here inside this evening at Janet's Floral Design, and I wanted to share a quick thing from yesterday. I was out helping a customer in the parking lot, and we were looking at mums, and she said, I heard on the radio that we might have frost tomorrow, and I was like, shame on you, you can't talk about frost. But unfortunately, it is that time of year that frost will be coming, whether it's tomorrow or next week or the next. It's coming sooner than we might want. But her question in that whole conversation was, will my mums die if it frosts? And the answer to that is no, they will not. Mums are fine in the cooler weather. In fact, they like the cooler weather. So that's the good thing about mums. You might see a little discoloration on the flowers, but they'll be fine in the frost. What will not be fine in the frost are plants like this. This is a pothos. Over here I have a beautiful wandering Jew. Back behind me is a spider plant. Those are all house plants. And I know lots of times in the summer people will take their indoor plants outside on a covered porch. Maybe you have ferns. They love the porch, especially a north-facing porch or even an east-facing porch. If we get frost, those house plants will not like it. So they need to be brought inside. Maybe you have some plants that still look really nice in your flower bed. Like mine, I have some wonderful impatiens still. They're not real fond of the cold, so a frost will nip them in the bud immediately. So if I want to save them, I'll have to cover them with a blanket. So if you have a nice garden in your yard, still a nice flower garden, and you're not ready to see it go away, I would cover that again with a blanket. And the last thing I wanted to mention about the plants that you bring inside is it's important that you inspect them. They could have picked up some kind of bug out on your porch, and you don't want to bring that inside and maybe infect other houseplants. So make sure you inspect them well, deep down in and on the actual vines themselves. Make sure there's no aphids, or ivy plants can be especially prone to spider mites. So look for that. That's kind of hard to see, but it'll actually get a webbing on the plant, so you want to look for that. And make sure that that isn't on there before you bring it in. Or if you notice it, you definitely want to isolate it inside, get that treated, and then you'll be able to move it where maybe you want it to be. You also need to take note when you bring those plants in that you're giving them the right light. You're going to shock them from bringing them in at a brighter light environment into the house where it's not as bright. So make sure that, thankfully, a pothos doesn't really need high light. Spider plants and the wandering Jew require a little bit more light than a pothos. Not direct sunlight, but still a good window. So those are just things to keep in mind with the frost coming tomorrow, potentially. I don't know that it's a for sure thing. I didn't hear that a little bit ago on the radio, but whether it's tomorrow or in a week or so, those are some things to keep in mind and to protect your plants when frost comes. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.